Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm back with you again for another gun review. Today we're going to be looking at one of my more favorite guns, and it's a gun that I haven't even shot yet. How about that? I'm almost ashamed to say that. I've owned this thing now for over a year and haven't shot it. What's wrong with me? Nobody ever accused me of being normal though. What we got here is a Uberti 1873 Cattleman. This is a copy of a Colt single action army, and it's a pretty good copy too. I'm not a Colt aficionado, so if I say something that isn't right, somebody please feel free to correct me. To me it looks almost like a part for part copy of the Colts, for probably half the price. And I don't know of any kid growing up in America that isn't or hasn't been at some point in time a fan of cowboy movies. I know I was, I still am. So I knew that as soon as I got the opportunity, I wanted to get a replica of the old Peacemaker. Price point pretty much ruled out an actual Colt. Even though, God, I would love to have a real Colt single action army, because they still do make them. I don't feel like spending $1,000 right now for one. And again, I'm a firm believer of spend the money, get a good gun, and not have to worry about it in the future. But for some reason, when you throw a figure at me that's over $1,000, I get a little shaky. It's a lot of money, and money is one thing that I don't have a lot of. Anyway, we're not here to talk about my finances. We're here to talk about this gun. This is a really, really gorgeous gun for the money you're paying for it. We're going to do a safety check so nobody wigs out here. This is a 270 Winchester bullet. It's not going to fit in there, so don't panic, please. Alright, like I say, this is almost a straight copy of a Colt from what I see. You pull to the second notch there to free up the cylinder, and we'll take a peek in there. And you see it's empty. Then you go to full cock and let the hammer down. Listen to that too. Listen to that. That's the 4 clicks that Colts have too. Listen to this. See that? Is that cool or what? Man, I love this thing. I've got to get to the range and shoot it. This one is chambered in .357 Magnum. Uberti also makes it in .45 Colt. I got .357 Magnum just because I can put 38s in there, and it's a lot cheaper to shoot that way. I don't reload, so .45 long Colt ammo is pretty expensive off the shelf. It only really makes sense if you can reload for it. Maybe one day I'll get one, but near future, this is as good as it's going to get. Price point on these things, I was just looking on, what was it, Bud's Gun Shop, I think? Yeah, Bud's Guns in Kentucky. And they're selling these things, the standard Cattlemans, from anywhere, it seemed like, what was it, 350 on up to around 400, somewhere in that ballpark. Again, that's for the standard ones. I mean, if you're gonna, step it up to like the El Patron, like I spoke about earlier, with its high performance springs and all that kind of stuff in it, I think they're a little bit more. You're probably going to tip the scales around 500, somewhere in that range then. But those are really intended for people that are on the cowboy action shooting circuit, that thumb these things a pretty good bit and put a lot of lead down range with them. Me, like I said, I've had this thing a year, haven't even shot the damn thing, so it doesn't make sense for me to want one of those. I'll probably have this thing all of my life, and it'll never have to have anything replaced on it. you get into kind of a gray area whenever you're talking about these things. A lot of people like these, and then a lot of people say, "Oh, why'd you get that? You should just get a Ruger Vaquero. You know, Rugers are 10 times tougher and stuff like that." Well, yeah, that's true, but I mean, truly, how much are you going to be shooting? Like I say, if you're into the cowboy action shooting and you're going to shoot a lot, then yeah, that probably does make better sense. But if you're like me and you're just a gun collector and you're getting these things from a nostalgia standpoint, hey, I say go for the Uberti. Or if you got the money, go for the Colt. That makes the best sense. Anyway, I'm not an aficionado on these things, so I really don't have much to say about it. What I can do though is I can tell you that it's made by Uberti in Italy. It's got the Stoeger name stamped on the top of the barrel, I think, because I think they're all in partnership together. I can't read it from here. Let's see. Huh, maybe it's this is confusing. Somebody help me out here if you know the answer to this. It says Stoeger, Accokeek, Maryland, A. Uberti, Italy. I don't know if that means if it's made at the facility they've got there in Maryland, or if it's made in Italy. I know that Stoeger and Uberti are in together, the Beretta and all those other companies. But that's something to look into, I guess. Anyway, guys, I know it's been a while since I've made a video. I'm going to try to start making more videos. Hopefully I can get some actual shooting videos. I know I've said that before in the past, and I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to do anything like that before, but it's difficult around here to get anybody at a public range to allow you to use a camera. Everybody just freaks out. They think it's a safety issue, that if somebody's going to be filming you, you're not going to be, I guess, doing things right by the book. I don't know why, but whatever. Maybe we can squeeze something in. I've got some other guns I need to do some videos on. I want to do some videos on some long guns too. So I got a Remington 870, a Savage rifle, all kinds of stuff like that I want to do. It's just a matter of getting the time and the gumption to do it. In the meantime, guys, let me know what you think of the Uberti. Maybe you have one, maybe you're thinking about getting one. Maybe this helps you decide which direction you want to go. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, guys, comment down there, send me a PM, sub if you like what you see. Alright, guys, in the meantime, take it easy.